Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and all of my baggage droppers around the world, welcome to another episode of the Drop Your Baggage Podcast update right here. And right here, I have the big homie right here, Henry McDavid. He came onto the podcast and absolutely killed it. One of my favorite episodes ever. And of course, he's one of the most inspiring dudes that I've met as well. So, bruh, like ever since the podcast we released, the limiting belief that I'm not good enough, how have you been?
Man, I've been great, man. Actually, it's crazy that we had that episode. Mm-hmm. I was on a phone call today, actually, with Andre Gaskin from Client Attraction University, and we were having a conversation, and it was just funny. I was like, "What's the price tag?" I was like, "About $50K." I was like, "All right, I got you." And it's just the way it was rolling. It was like just so natural, and I'm like, man, and I'm like, "Yo, we about to kill this thing, man." I'm like, "Let me go." You know, it's just a different feeling, like. Even when it's not there, like, you know, oh man, it's hard to articulate, you know what I mean? But it's like, because you have this newfound confidence, It's like, man, you know what? I'm gonna close the deal. Let me go ahead and do that. And like, you know what I mean? So man, listen, I'm feeling great though, man. The answer in the short term, I'm feeling great.
That's awesome. So all right, so let's go back then. Like, what was your mindset like before for some of these situations or for some of these things that happen now that you're handling differently? So now, how are you handling those differences in a different way?
It's one of those things where, like, you know, prior to the episode, man, it's really, and I kind of explained it. Maybe it's the positioning, or because, you know, I'm so far away from like civilization, being in this. It's a big city, but it's a small big city. You know what I mean? It's not like a Chicago, Detroit, New York, Houston, LA. It's 150,000 people, right? So it's the illusion that, oh man, you're really killing it. You're really doing good, whatever, until you get around other people, and then you have a different measurement stick, and you're like, what? Not. But I think, man, one of the best things that came out of it for me, man, is like, you don't measure by other people's yardstick. You know what I mean? Measure your success by your own ruler. Like, because you don't know, they may have been in this thing 15 years to get to where they are. You may have got there in 3 years, and you're measuring it like, well, they're way up here. Yeah, but in their third year, they were way back here. So, you know, what God got for you, he got for you. What he got for others, he got for others. And really, a sign of gratefulness to the Most High is like, man, listen, I'm excited that you're giving blessings, not just to me. That would suck if it was just me, that you're giving blessings to everybody. You know what I mean? Like, I'm excited and happy to watch other people win. So that's for me, man, is really, you know, that's how I've been approaching these situations from the old to the new. It's like, I'm here. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's go get it. Like, let's not belabor, let's not slow it up. Let's go. So we got to go this year. If we sell 10 franchises, it'll be like 2 million. I'm like, let's go net that. Let's go net that and some, you know, let's go net that. So,
oh my God,
that's where I'm at, man.
Oh my God. Like, you are just showing up as just a different being in general. Like, release the beast up in here, yo, like big time, man.
You know, I don't do New Year's resolutions.
Yeah.
But if I did do resolutions, I do goals.
Yes.
And I just approach them different this year. Like, it's when you know it's time, it's time. It's like when Lion King, when Mufasa held Simba up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? When it's time, it's time. You know what I'm saying?
Let's go. Let's go.
The podcast was like Simba. You know what I'm saying?
I love it. I love it. Yeah, so that measure stick, because that one event that you went back to, that root cause event that you went back to with your teacher, and how your teacher gave you those stars, and you looked at her as she was giving you that validation. You're not looking at that validation from anyone else. Or I'm sorry, I don't mean to put words in your mouth, but it doesn't.
No, all facts.
Like that.
All facts.
Yeah.
All facts.
Yeah.
Like, man, it's so small, but it's so huge. You know.
Right.
It's so small, but it's so huge, man. It's like looking at the planets at night. You know, they look tiny in a microscope till you pull up on Jupiter, like, whoa, this bad boy. This bad boy bigger than the Earth. You feel me?
Oh my gosh. So where do you see yourself going now, since this growth has been expedited and you've changed your conversation in your mind?
To be honest with you, I see myself this year probably just being more successful than I've ever been. And it's hard to quantify what is success to somebody, right? Because success is not always measurable in numbers and things you own and stuff like that, but just the attitude towards it is, they say attitude determines altitude. So the altitude, the elevation of, where I'm trying to get to, I see it, and I just see it differently. So now that I see it differently, it's like, you know what, this year we're going to go get everything that's owed to us, and then we'll sit back and talk about it. You know what I mean? Like we don't need to talk about it beforehand. Let's go get it. Ooh. And once we got it, we can show people this is what we went and got. So I'm there, man. I'm ready, man. I'm ready.
Proud of you, bro.
Man.
Proud of you, dog. Like, that's huge. I mean, because you got so many to bless out there, especially with, just your coaching and the school and just you being you for your family as well. Like, yo, you got so many to bless. And to get, really to get yourself out of your own way with that conversation that you were having. And to now have this new measuring stick that you created, like, yo, it's just going to get, like, it's going to expand as much as you want it to, bro.
Man, I'm ready for it, man. It reminds me, man, of I talked to Antonio, and Antonio was like, he said, man, part of the reality of God is knowing that there's a scripture in the Bible that says, you have not because you ask not. He was like, man, most people don't have what they want because they don't ask. He said, all you did was get the confidence to ask, and not just ask and not believe it's coming, know it's coming. He said the way he operates now, the way he was able to become a billionaire so quickly, he said, I just say what I want and it comes. Boom. And I have he said, if you order from Amazon, you expect it to come. You don't order from Amazon and be like, it might come, it could come, maybe it'll come. You order from Amazon and you're like, okay, it'll be here on this day. Yeah. He said the same way, when I say this is coming, he's like, this is coming, So I'm like, yo, then that's it. That's how we move. That's what time we on now. That's coming. I need that. And that's what time we on. So
100, yo. Hey, facts, man. Hey, congratulations, man, on just being on the podcast. And like, thank you with all my heart and soul.
Thank you too, as well. Thank you as well, man.
Yo, like I really mean that, like, with all my heart. I appreciate it. And just congratulations on being a baggage dropper, man. Getting rid of that baggage.
Let's go. Hey, you might have to get my wife next, man. She don't do a lot of stuff in the public. She don't do a lot of podcasts, stuff like that. But I think that man, it's so dope with how the process works that I think she might like it, man. So I'm at least gonna tell her about it. I don't know if she'll watch my episode, but
I was about to say, like, has she watched it? She ain't watched it yet, huh?
No, she don't. You on podcast all the time. I don't watch it. I listen to you.
I know that story.
Yeah. She's like, I was there with you, fool. I'm like, yeah, you're right. All right.
It would be an honor. It would be an honor for to work with her, for sure. Hell yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell her. I'm gonna try to convince her, man. I'm gonna try to persuade her. Like, hey, go jump down,
Yeah, so, it's one of those things. Like, I dedicate my life to it because I truly believe everybody needs it. There's something in there, something in your subconscious that's holding you back from that potential that you have to reach even more greatness. You know what I mean? Or to reach that potential greatness that you haven't even clinched as of yet. So, yo,
I think too, man, if she goes through that process, I think it's just as a team, as a duo, you know what I mean? Like, because I can't really articulate to her what happened. I can only, like, you can watch the podcast and you can see it. I'm like, but I can't articulate what happened. But if you have the experience for yourself, now we can both look at it like, okay, now let's kill it, So
and that's one of the powers of the podcast. I could tell somebody how to do it, just like I try to tell your students, right? But they're like, what are you talking about? But to actually show somebody, like, something that has been bugging somebody for you, like the person that you were when you went to that all-white party and the person that you are now. Yo, you would go in there with a crazy swag, yo.
Yeah. Facts. If I go now, I'm going to clean house. It's two different. You know what I'm saying? I was just happy to have a seat at the table. No, I need to own this house.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
I need my own table, yo. And you
man.
know what I mean? Everybody come through. Oh my God. Hey, just thank you again, man, for showing up for your divine appointment.
Man, I appreciate you, man. Appreciate you. This was definitely one of my favorite podcasts I've done ever. I've been on probably maybe 50 podcasts, man. This was the lick. So I like this one, man. Appreciate it.
Thank you, bud. And the blessings are gonna keep rolling for sure. And and thank you all out there for tuning in. I appreciate your attention and your support. And if you're listening to this, just know that I love you. Right here on the Drop Your Baggage podcast, where we talk to people that are dope, that can bring you hope and show you a technique that can help you cope. I'm your host, Charles Woolfork, and my special guest, Henry McDavid. For you guys, I know you guys like this episode. You go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button if you're on YouTube and Facebook. And if you're on a podcast platform, give a brother 5 stars and some feedback as well. Until next time, you guys, take care of yourself. Take care of one another. Peace.